welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today I have my first update for Set It Free in 2023. This is a project that was created by Deb. It is not through the Fantastic Ladies. It's just something that she wanted to do, and she asked me if I wanted, or she asked our friend group if we wanted to join her, and I said, of course, because I can never do enough projects. You know me. And now there are quite a few other people, I think mostly on Instagram, who have joined in. I will have everything linked down below because I know I didn't in my intro video. So the premise is to take 23 items that are getting neglected and work on them throughout the year, and then if they're not finished by the end of this year, you declutter them. I mean, technically you could like give them away or donate or whatever, but products I'm using all old makeup. I'm not donating any of this stuff. If it's left over, it's going in the garbage. And the other part of this is that every month you also have to declutter 23 items from your home. That part I had a little more trouble with this month. I mean, as a whole, you'll see I didn't make a ton of progress this month because almost immediately after filming the intro, I got sick with my sinus infection laryngitis combo there. That took me out of commission for 2 weeks wearing makeup. I got back, I got better, wore makeup for about a week, and then Nathaniel got gastroenteritis, and he gave it to the entire family. And that was another like 4 days without makeup, because when you're puking and passing out, because that's just something that I do, you really don't want to put makeup on. So I wore makeup less than half of the month. Like from December 20th to today, I wore makeup less than half the time. So there, I have used almost everything at least once, but there's not going to be a lot of progress on stuff, and that really interfered with my decluttering portion, because in my head I had it as I was going to like pick a room or an area in a room. Like, I'm not going to do my entire kitchen at once, but maybe like the set of cabinets over here, or that set over there, or the pantry, and like declutter and organize and see what I'm going to get rid of. That didn't happen, so throughout the month I've just been kind of grabbing random things. But let me go through the products. It hopefully will be really quick because I didn't use most of the stuff very much. First, I've got my Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I've only used it 3 times, but I'm like down to here. I'm not going to bother marking this because I don't care that much. I know I'm going to finish it. Then I have my, I didn't mark this from, or did I? I don't think so. I didn't mark this from the intro, but this is my Bath & Body Works Cherry Blossom perfume. I've only used it once. Oops. And obviously my goal is to finish everything, but if I don't finish it, it's going in the garbage. Then I have my Sonia Kashuk Luminous Foundation in Vanilla. I'm actually wearing it today. Like, it's gloomy, it's overcast. I don't feel like turning my umbrella lights on, so it's looking kind of fuzzy, but it looks pretty good. It's like, I think drying up a little bit because it is so old, but it still works. It just, when it comes out of the pump, it looks a little nasty, but it's fine. I don't think there's that much in there, but I've used that 3 times. The thing that I've used the most, and I've worn makeup 14 times since the last update, because I started using this right away because it is a concealer. It's my NYX Full Coverage Concealer in Light. I also didn't take any photos because I don't do that. You know I don't do that. So here's what it's looking like. It already had like a very deep well and a pan in it. I've used that 14 times. My Julep Cream to Powder Blush Stick in Moonlit Sand. It's a blush stick, but this is more of a highlighter shade. I have this on today underneath my foundation because even topped with a highlighter, it's a little too dark to wear on top of foundation. But it's too nude and light to wear as an actual blush, and you can't really use that as a blush topper. So when I do use it, I'm going to put it on underneath my foundation just to use it. Then I have my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in No Vacancy, which I have worn 3 times, and I am also wearing this underneath my foundation because it is really bright and pigmented, and a little goes a long way, and I learned that the hard way. Then I have this bronzer from Misc Beauty in the shade Fantasy. I had originally hit pan on it using it as an eyeshadow, but at this point it's too old for me to want to put on my eyes. So I used it as a bronzer once and it looked fine. I don't know that I'll be able to finish it this year, but we'll see. Then today I have both sides of my Pacifica Coconut Blush like duo. Oops. I have this shade is Beaming. I have that on as my bronzer. It's really light, but that's okay. I don't need a dark bronzer right now. So I've used this one twice, and then Tender Heart is the blush, and I've used this twice. And these are both fairly powdery, and especially they're older. I've used them. So I feel, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I feel like I can kind of see the impression of the pan. Like I'm not close to hitting pan, but I can see where the rings are, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping I'll at least be able to hit pan on both of these this year. Then we have my good old e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls. I've used this twice, once including today. It's a nice subtle highlight. It's just not my preferred one. It'll get more use once I finish the eyeshadow that I'm using as my brow bone highlight, because that one's almost done, and then I'll use that for that, and then also as highlighter on days when I feel like it. Then I have my ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Special Delivery. I have this topped on the like light mitten green on my eyes today. I've only used it once, which is today. The other eyeshadow that I have on today that I'm wearing that's from this project is this Hikari Cream Pigment. Oh my god. Can I not? This is like the flimsy of plastic and I can't open it. This is in the shade Latte. It's just a gorgeous coppery brown and it looks really good with mint. So I'm probably going to wear these two together a lot. And this is also the one and only time I've worn it. Then I have my ColourPop Liquid Shadow in Hard to Impress. I have not used it once. My 2 liners. I have my ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in DTLA. It's like the dark navy blue. I've only worn it 3 times. And then this Julep One Pencil Matte Gel Smoky Taupe Shimmer. I've worn it 3 times. It's what I'm wearing on my lower lash line today. I do have trackers for stuff like this. I'm not going to try to mark anything this month because there's no point. I literally barely used anything. The one lip product that I've used the most is this ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Well Nested. I was right here. I used it 4 times. I mean, I guess I could technically make a new mark because I'm like about down here. I am pretty close to needing to take the stopper out. So knowing like the way that I use lip products, it's still going to take me a couple months to actually finish it up. But I'm really close on this one, so that's exciting. The other ColourPop gloss in Ipsy VIP, it's a very similar shade, just I think a little bit darker than Well Nested. I've only used it once. The Sonia Kashuk lip gloss in Alluring Azalea, I've only used it once. I am actually decluttering one of the items. I'm not counting this towards my 23, but this e.l.f. lip stain in Dewy Berry it's gone bad. It's just disgusting. I tried wearing it today. I will insert a picture of what it looked like on my lips. It went on and like it was okay, and then I rubbed my lips together and it like clotted and it was disgusting, and no thank you. Like when I wiped that away, I did leave my lips a little lightly stained, which was nice, but I'm pretty sure that you're just supposed to be able to put this on and leave it on, and then when it like wears away, it leaves a stain. It's not supposed to get all nasty and gunky and then you wipe it off immediately. At least I don't want to use it that way, so this is going in the garbage. Then I have my NYX Butter Lipstick in Ripe Berry. I've used it twice. This is a gorgeous color, and I'm not wearing it now. I'm wearing that Well Nested lip gloss because I ate lunch and this all wore off, but I was wearing it earlier and I'm like, oh my God, I really need to make sure I get as much use on this as I can because it is beautiful. Then I have my ColourPop Lippy Sticks in the shade Glam Bag. It's this bright fuchsia. I've worn this twice. And the last lip product is this Maybelline Plum Paradise. I've worn this once. I'm not going to like declutter it right now, but I don't foresee myself reaching for this a ton throughout this project because it's just way, I don't know why. I think the color is like cooler than it is, and then I put it on and it's just like super warm, and I don't know. Like, I just need to remember that it's not a cooler color. It's not a cooler purple. It's a very warm browny red purple. So I need to keep that in mind for when I do purple looks. That's probably not going to go with it. And then the last item is my Zoya Pixie Dust in the shade China. I used it once. I'm like right below the mark. I'm not going to make another mark. So that's how I did with my 23 products. I used almost everything. Actually, I think the only thing I didn't use was this ColourPop liquid eyeshadow. And one thing is getting decluttered already. So we're off to a great start. Now I feel like I need to now I just look spooky. Whatever. I don't care that much, honestly. Now, I believe I have 23 items, so I'm going to go through those really quick. The first 3 are kind of like makeup body care items, but there's no rule that says the 23 items we're decluttering can't be makeup and beauty and stuff. It's just, I am trying to, get other crap out of my house. The first is, and this is not leaving yet because it has to go into a project update first, but this is my Body Bakery Blackberry Smoothie Room and Linen Spray. I have this in my Throwback 30 project to finish. I've used it like 12 times or something. I'm not a room spray person. I'm not going to use this. I have to double check to see if Project Beauty Share takes stuff like this, because otherwise I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's just way too sweet for me, and I just don't want it. Hey, Jen, do you want this? Because I know you like really sweet scents. Let me know. But I don't want it anymore. The next thing is also in my turn and burn portion of Throwback 30. It's this Copacetic Cosmetics lip gloss. I don't want to wear this. It's not my color. It's kind of smells weird. Like, not like it's off. It just smells weird. And the tube or the bottle, the component, whatever, like leaks. I don't like it. I'm not going to force myself to finish it up. It's gone. Not until that update, but it's gone. And then the last thing is this little mini polish, which I think, because it's never been opened, I think I can send it to Project Beauty Share. But it's just this little mini from Cascade Polish. It's just like a topper, but it's got these like silver holographic butterfly pieces. I'm not going to wear something like that. I just am not. So I want to get rid of that one too. So oh my gosh, Rachie. So let me get the other... The lighting in this video is not ideal. What are you going to do? Let me get the other things that I'm going to, I think mostly just donate. There's a few things I'm going to throw away though. Well, the first 2 things I am not going to show you because it's just not something you need to see, but I have 2 like nursing bras from when I was pregnant with Nathaniel that I kept because they're like comfy to sleep in, but they're so old and worn and stretched out because Nathaniel is 6 years old. So those are going in the garbage. So I have 2 of those. Those are gone. I have one knitting needle, like one weird knitting needle that doesn't have a partner. And I don't know, I would never use something like this. I don't know if I should bother like just donating it you know, when I usually donate stuff to Vietnam veterans. Wow. I usually donate stuff to Vietnam Veterans of America, but I don't know, like, if I should even bother. I think I'm just going to throw it away. It doesn't have a partner. This one I will donate. It's a size 7 circular needle from Clover. Oh my gosh. One, I hate the cable because it's plastic and it just curls up on itself. But 2, the join. Oh wait, I don't know. No, you're not going to see that because it's the same color as my hand. Let's hold it up in front of some yarn maybe. I don't know if you can see how the join down here is so tapered that it becomes really hard to push the stitches over it because they kind of like shrink over here, and then you try to push it over and it just, I used this for one of my Get Your Craft On projects, and I could not deal. I had to find another needle because I was spending more time trying to get those last few stitches over this join than I was actually knitting. So that is going to get donated because, you know, other people might really like these needles. Maybe they don't knit as tight as I do or whatever, but I don't have time for this. Then this I'm probably going to put on Facebook Marketplace or my local Buy Nothing group, but it's this makeup mirror. I need to make sure there's no batteries in it. Okay, I took the batteries out. It does light up, but if I wanted to use it, I had to stack it on a ton of books, and I have a makeup mirror that my husband gave me like years and years and years and years ago, and I like using that one better. And the reason I wanted this was I wanted something that had the lights. Even though the one I have has lights, but you have to plug it in, this one goes on batteries. The lights weren't bright enough to do anything, and what, babe? I just don't need it. So I'm gonna put it up on Facebook, and if I've got no biters there, I'm just gonna put it in the pile for Vietnam veterans, and whenever I schedule my next donation, I'll just throw it in with there. The next few things are stuff from the kids. One, it's so cute, this little reindeer. My kids are never going to play with this, so I'm going to donate that. I mean, Nathaniel, don't get me started on useless crap getting sent home for kids for like prizes for school, because he is always coming home with stuff he's never going to play with, and it's like plastic, and it bothers me. Anyway, then I have one of Nathaniel's shirts. He's a chewer, so the shirt is too small for him, and I can't give it to anybody else, so into the garbage it goes. And then these are going to be donated. These were Maddie's. These were actually passed down to her from one of my coworkers. There's like two jackets. She has about 5 bajillion jackets. She doesn't need these, so those are going to get donated. Next, I have a couple more makeup items. These are going to go to Project Beauty Share. I have this Too Faced Pomegranate Blush Cocktail. This is just too deep for me. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it. Like, I used it for the first round of That's Expensive, and it's still, there's like a tiny dip in it, but not enough to where I don't think anybody could get a ton of use out of it, or could not get a ton of use out of it. It can be used, let's put it that way. And then this is a little quad. I actually won this in a giveaway, so I kind of feel bad giving it away, but I'm just not going to use it. This is the Glow with B Cosmetics Harvest Glow Shadow Palette. This was my Project Level Up before I completely abandoned it, and my goal was to hit pan on that, which I never did. And I was like, this just isn't the type of eyeshadow formula I enjoy, or I would prefer to reach for over others, so I'm going to give that to Project Beauty Share. And then I have this single shadow from Juvia's Place in the shade Casablanca. I got this from some mystery bag years ago, and I have the Masquerade Mini, which has that shade in it, and it has a much more reasonably sized pan, so I haven't decided. I don't really want to get rid of my Divina palette either, but I have nowhere else to put it right now until I donate it. So I'm getting rid of that. And then I have I have 4 different waxes. And these are all things that either Valerie or Jaylon sent to me, and they're just not scents that I know I will use. The first one is this one in clove. I hate clove. I will not melt that. My husband doesn't like clove. This one is in honey. I washed the kids. I don't remember why I didn't. Oh, it just smells like kind of astringent. I don't like it. I mean, and this is only a very small portion because they both sent me like giant bags of wax samples. But these were just a few of the ones that I'm like, I know I'm not gonna. And I know Madeline, if there's a scent that I don't like but Madeline likes it, I'll still melt it. But I know she's not gonna like it. She doesn't like any of these either. So this one is Hickory Bonfire. It's just, I don't really want the inside of my house to smell like the burning forest. And then this one is a Pineapple in Paradise, which sounds like it would smell good, but it smells like cat pee. So those 4 are going. I'll see if I can find a new home for those. And now on to the last 4 declutters. And these are all things that are going in like recycling, hopefully. First, I was saving the box from my Nest holiday candle from last year. I mean, like, the box is pretty, but do I need to save this? No, I don't. These next 3 may be controversial. I'm getting rid of my Glam Light packaging. So I have the Dirty Martini, the Margarita, and the cake. I can't. They're just sitting on my floor because I can't keep the palettes in here because then they take up way too much space. But I don't want to like keep an empty box, even though they're super cute, but I don't need these. So hopefully that was 23. If it wasn't, oh well, but I'm pretty sure it was. So that is it for my first update. If you want to do this project as well, just let Deb know so she can add you to her list of participants. And hopefully next month my declutters will be a little more. It'll be like from one area, not just like random things that I picked throughout the month, but because I'm actually cleaning and organizing like one specific area. We'll see. I really wasn't expecting that stomach bug, and man, did that knock me. Whew, that was not a fun day. And then Madeline got it, and then my husband got it, and then, obviously we don't live with my parents or anything, but my parents got it. My sister got it because we were all together the day that Nathaniel was sick, and we didn't realize that he had a stomach bug. So it's been a fun time. But that is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy. Let me know if you're doing any decluttering this year, whether part of this project or not. I always have big plans to declutter, and then it doesn't happen. I'm trying to make this project like push me to actually take stock in things and be like, do I really need this? No. You know what I really need to declutter is my yarn. But I don't wanna. But I need to. We'll see. But anyway, that's it. So I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.